All right.
All right. So today we are here with Ravi Gupta. Ravi is a co-founder and partner in Viking Capital, and we met a few short months ago and have been working together. So Ravi, tell us how things are going and how your business and your life has changed since we started working together over the last few months.
Yeah. Thanks for having me, Greg, and thanks for inviting me to do this. It's been a profound change. I mean, I remember when my business partner Vic told me about Greg and all of his accolades. I was like, okay, well that sounds interesting. And then he said, well, we want to get another coach, and I'm like, well, we have four coaches already. Like, do we need a fifth coach? I mean, what is go? And Vic is just all about coaching, as you can imagine. So I was, skeptical initially, just given we have so many coaches, do we really need another? Well, in meeting Greg, I met him at work when I was working at the hospital, and it was a very interesting meeting. And I was like, well, he could really add value. And I remember him telling us, hey, day one, our first meeting is going to add all the value you're paying for coaching, you're going to get in day one, and the rest is just is just gravy. So I was like, okay, let's do it. And it really was true, Greg. I mean, that first meeting just blew us away because you gave us a vision and a goal in which a direction which we could go in. You sort of like removed any limiting beliefs or thoughts we had, because you really had the knowledge of how to get there. You've gotten there already. You already know exactly how to go. And any questions we had about how to get there, you would just answer them. So that initial meeting, I mean, that was like profound for me and for both of us, both me and Vic. And it really opened our eyes to possibilities. And then we just, executed. I mean, like, we literally wrote out the business plan, executed, went from one step to the other, and we're getting there. We're already we've got two acquisitions under our belt since our meeting, and we're working on our third, and we got new employees, and we're building up our team. I mean, we're moving, and it's your help and assistance in this process has been tremendous.
Yeah, and it's your largest acquisition, one-off acquisition and largest capital raise so far, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
So
This
before
is
you met me
right.
in, I guess it was February, it was right before COVID hit. And I remember I was sick back then too, because another client had come into town and he had just come back from traveling overseas. And I wondered I wonder if that was COVID back then. But anyways,
Yeah.
um, yeah, we had met. And before that, did you have any idea that you'd be able to raise the kind of capital you're raising right now and do the kind of deals you're doing right now, $50 million deals, raising, 10, $20 million worth of capital?
Yeah, no, I didn't. I was really, to be honest, I was comfortable raising for smaller deals. I was thinking, like, why go for these bigger deals? I mean, it doesn't really make sense. It's more stress. But then when I realized after our discussions was that it's actually easier, in fact, to go to the bigger deals in a lot of ways. There's economies of scale. There's larger equity firms interested in bigger deals. It's safer in a lot of ways, more buffer. So we were, that was not part of my thought process at the time. So certainly that changed.
Yeah, yeah. It's been a lot of fun working with you guys and watching you transform and grow. And now I'm looking forward to the, 75 and $100 million acquisition that's going to come after this one, and getting even to the next level, because going from 10 to 20, to 50 is one thing. And then going from 50 to 75 to 100 and up is another thing. And that's even more interesting. And a lot of people think, it's just, you know, coffee talk, but it does get easier at those higher levels, and you get more competitive terms. You have more lenders competing. The equity investors are more interested at that point, but you have to be set up right. You have to be buttoned up right. You have to be the right kind of outfit. Not anybody can just go do that. It
Yeah.
takes, work to get there. And that's really the key. So the value is an interesting thing. I tell a lot of people that I'm like, you'll get the value on our first meeting of the investment and the coaching, and the rest is just infinite returns. And, but the value ultimately is in the execution. And that's what you guys have really done. You took the information, you took the advice, and you put it into action, and you made it happen.
Right. And the way I like to think of it also, a good analogy is, if you're on a boat sailing to an island, and you don't have a captain. You're just kind of sailing in circles, not knowing where you're going, just hoping you'll get to the right place. That's one way to do it. Another way to do it is to have a captain on the boat who knows how to get there, who's been there before. And they'll tell you, like if there's a storm, they'll tell you what to weather the storm, or to, just, hold on, or maybe go back a little bit, or, just guide you to the island and get you there. And that's exactly what you're doing. You're a guide to get to this place of having a large pool of assets that we're eventually going to offer as a portfolio. And I really don't think it would be possible without your guidance and assistance. So that's 100% appreciated.
Yeah, well, that's awesome. Well, we'll leave it there, and I appreciate you taking a few minutes out today and providing that that feedback. It's you guys have been a lot of fun to work with, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you so much. Happy to do it.